Okay, I've watched a lot of videos over the years, and there was nothing on this. I have a 2006 STX 12F with the dreaded blue hose failure. So basically what I've learned is it's easier just to take everything and rip it out and put it back in rather than try to fight it with everything in. So I've already started this, but first thing I did was take out the oil separator. That just goes right in there. Rip that out. Then your air box, it's just two 10 millimeter bolts and a hose clamp that goes to your carburetor. We got some vacuum line hoses that connect in there as well. So that's, that basically, once you take out the oil separator that's here, you'll be able to pull out the air cleaner. Now, there's the water box, which actually I wound up when I pulled it out, the bottom of mine actually had some corrosion. The top looked pristine, so we got to be careful. So if I could have done this whole job if I didn't notice that, I'd still have an exhaust leak. So, but to get this box separated from your exhaust pipe, the easiest way to do it is to come in the back. This pipe feeds up through here and in. There you got 4 bolts that screw it into the ski, which I'll put some silicone or something back in. And then there's actually a gasket as well, which I'm going to replace. I had a little corrosion there. And this cap, there's 3 hex nuts. That this comes off first, then that. But once you get that out of the way, you're able to slide the water box back away from the blue hose. Otherwise, that pipe gets in the way. Okay. When I pulled mine out, basically, this is the exhaust pipe, and it should have 2 rings. You can see this is the good side, which is really bad. This side is just totally corroded. It's a 2006. I run it in salt water. I do flush it, but over time it goes bad. This was a booger. This sits in here like this, and it took me a while to figure out how to get it out. It's in there kind of like that. 2 bolts right here. The 4 that go to the exhaust manifold. Basically, the top 2 or 3 aren't bad. The bottom one was a pain because there's a water line. But if you build yourself a long extension, you can get underneath there and get it. But it has to extend further than the exhaust pipe. So that's it for now. I'm ordering some parts. It looks like Partzilla might have the cheapest amount of parts. I'm going to check with my local guy, but Partzilla sells this for $200. A bunch of the other online places sell for about $280. Found a water box on eBay because they're like $600 new. Found one for like $75 on eBay from a freshwater ski. Hopefully it'll be okay. I'm also going to get my exhaust gasket for the back, my rubber hose, and the 2 rings here that slide in here that actually prevent the exhaust gases from escaping. Typically, if there's a failure and you replace that blue hose, most of the time these rings are corroded. People don't notice it. You take it off, you put the new blue hose on, and you get 4 or 5 hours, then you're blowing a hose again. So those, I'll show you how to put that on when I'm done. But got to order my parts. And the other thing I did actually looking is I labeled all my hoses with tape so I know where they go when I'm done after I took them off all the cooling hoses. Okay, that's it for now.